announcing the winners of the Art of Fearless Giving Back series that I just did, where I interviewed 13 nonprofits, many of which are members of the Alliance. And so, Kristen, tell everybody who you are and what it is that your organization does, so we can, just in case people didn't see your first interview, 15 weeks ago.
Well, like you said, I'm Kristen Merrifield, the CEO of the Alliance of Arizona Nonprofits. We have been around since 2004, and we are really the voice of the nonprofit sector here in Arizona. We serve more than 1,000 members throughout the state and help them fulfill their missions. So we're excited to be a part of this.
And it's no small feat. How many members do you guys have? It's significant, right?
So we have about 1,000 members, but there are more than 20,000 nonprofits in the state. So a big job. But somebody's got to do it.
You guys have you've got a staff, but you haven't got like an army of people helping you out. You're
we're a small nonprofit ourselves. And so we rely on an amazing team, a great board of directors. So we kind of feel like we're in the same boat as a lot of our members, which helps us to be really empathetic to what they're facing, because we're facing it too. And it's helpful when we can solve those challenges together.
Well, it's one of the reasons why I do the Art of Fearlessly Giving Back series every year, because I really believe, and also 10% of every painting I make always goes to some worthy nonprofit, because I really know how hard it is for those nonprofits to come up with the funds to keep the lights on. Because I think one of the confusions that people have is they think that nonprofit means you don't make money. Well, you have to make money to pay your bills and to pay your salaries and to make your business operate. Right. It may mean that you don't have a profit, but that doesn't mean that you don't make money.
Right.
So nonprofits and churches, people are always kind of prickly about donating to the church, but how do you expect the churches to keep their doors open and have funerals and weddings and all kinds of celebrations if there's not money coming in the door? So I have a lot of empathy for nonprofits. So we interviewed 13. There was actually, what we did was you and I met about 14 weeks ago, and we talked about this project, and we put a call out for nonprofits that wanted to participate. And much to our amazement, we got 49 responses.
It was awesome.
Which is a really interesting piece of data for me.
Yeah.
That there's that many organizations that want my help. So I'll be looking at this project critically for next year about how I can help more charities and do more down the road. So I'll give the list of the folks that we interviewed. And if anybody wants to go to fearlesslygivingback.com, you can see a link to all of the nonprofits that I interviewed, a link to their Facebook Live interview here on Relentless Talk Radio, and then also to, I'm closing the door, and also to I have company in the other room. I don't know what that was, but and also to a YouTube video. So each one of the charities has a Facebook Live video that's on my business page of Relentless Talk Radio, but also a YouTube video on my YouTube channel on Micalizzi Enterprises. So the first charity was Homeless Engagement Lift Partnership, and then I interviewed Dawn Marie Rapoport for that, and then Gabriel's Angels, Pam Gaber, a good friend of mine, amazing charity. Teen Lifeline, Michelle Moorhead was the person that I interviewed. Beads of Courage, I interviewed Jean Gribben. And then Harvest Compassion Center, I interviewed Nicole Thompson. The Be Kind Project interviewed Bo Wentington. I'm probably butchering that name again. And then sorry about Bo if I'm not saying it correctly. And then Roots Recreation and Learning Center, Emmanuel Allen. The Isogenics Legacy Foundation, Lisa Cabellas. The Arizona Apparel Foundation, Angela Johnson, who's going to be on the show later on today for her personal work, and Eric's House, Marianne Govia, which I'm probably saying her name incorrectly right now too. Then Common Sense Media with Elena Lowry, the Anthony Bates Foundation with Sharon Bates, and Dress for Success with Lisa Dormel. So I have to say it was really hard for me to choose the 3 charities that would be awarded in this series, because they all are doing amazing work.
Yeah.
I really, it was a good learning for me, because I think it's going to be very difficult for me to do the project this way again next year, because I really felt torn about who to award it's really hard because there's you probably feel this every day, right?
Yeah, there's so many great causes and organizations and amazing, talented people leading them too.
And a lot of them are volunteering and working with very small and mighty teams.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty amazing thing. So that being said, The charities that were chosen for the 3 awards were based upon interaction on social media, an interview I had pre-project, answers to some questions that I asked them pre-project, and then also how folks interacted with the charities online, and then a mastermind team of relentless mastermind folks that all kind of weighed in on the videos. And so what we're doing is we're giving 3 prizes, and each one of the charities will get a painting. They give me 90 days notice for when their painting will be created. The painting will be made in my style. I will tell their story. There will be a blog that tells their story and outlines their mission. And then that blog and an interview will then inspire a painting. And that painting will be gone into a live auction or something that they're doing, some event they're doing where they have what's the name of the word that I'm trying to say?
Silent auction?
A silent auction. It'll either a live auction or a silent auction, but at any rate, I'm gifting them a painting that they can auction so they can raise funds. And I'm gifting that painting 100%. Each one of them gets a different size painting, which has a different value. So I won't disclose those values yet, and people will have to actually come to the charity to see what the size of the painting is and the value. So the first charity was Gabriel's Angels. Gabriel's Angels is an amazing charity, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been involved personally with them over the years. Yep,
and
they have a therapy dog.
You have a therapy dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
The one that you just lost was a therapy dog?
So the puppy I just lost, I call him a puppy, but he was 13 and he was a therapy dog for a while with Gabriel's Angels. So incredibly tied to their mission for sure.
So that I didn't, isn't it amazing? I didn't know that. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, Pam Gaber is a friend of mine. She's been a friend through Women of Scottsdale for many years. But I really love going to their breakfast every year. You must bring tissues. Yeah. And so hopefully, maybe next year they'll use this painting for their auction.
That'd be cool.
So Gaber, Gabriel's Angels. The people just love Gabriel's Angels. They have a huge fan base. And so that was the big push for them. And then number 2 is Sharon Bates from the Anthony Bates Foundation. This is a woman who is seriously on a very important mission. Mm-hmm. What she does is she's trying to create awareness around heart health for children and getting kids screened to make sure that any anomalies in their heart are found prior to death. So she had a son, Anthony, who was a major athlete and was in his freshman year in college and died of a heart-related illness suddenly. And so rather than kind of, and I have lost a brother and I've watched my parents go through that. So she took her grief and she created this organization that's amazing. And they are doing amazing things. I'm super excited about Sharon Bates.
Awesome.
So they got the number 2 spot. Now the number 1 spot was Homeless Engagement Lift Partnership. Now the reason why is Dawn Marie Rappaport, who is the founder of the organization, was a formerly homeless girl.
Wow. She
had a very significant relationship with her memories of being homeless and decided that once she and her husband became successful, that she would leave their successful business and run this organization. Wow. And the work that she's doing for the homeless, and I just got to chill, is significant and wonderful. And I'm really looking forward to donating a larger painting to them for one of their galas this year.
That's great.
So when the charities let me know, when charities, nonprofits let me know when their paintings are going to be used, I will be highlighting them all on Relentless Talk Radio. I'll be doing a site visit. There'll be a Facebook Live of me creating the video, and then there'll also be an email that goes out to my email list. So if you want to be on my email list, you can go to Relentless Talk Radio and sign up for the email list, and you can be sure that you can get the story. But also always watch Relentless Talk Radio. Now the other charities are all going to get site visits too. So I've asked the other 10 charities who didn't win several of them I've reached out personally to see what I could do personally to support their missions. All of them just amazing, doing amazing work. But they'll all get a site visit and a special edition broadcast on Relentless Talk Radio in their space. So I want to thank the Alliance for Arizona Nonprofits for helping me to create the list of 49 charities that were narrowed down to 3 that are now down to 13 that are now 3. And any thoughts that you have to share about the project?
I really was pleasantly surprised too that the response that we got when we sent out the call for this project, it shows that nonprofits are interested in getting the word out more about what they do. Sometimes you don't have as many opportunities as you'd like, and especially if you're a founder and you created the organization and you can only talk to so many people, right? You can only share that story with so many people. So having the opportunity, a platform like Relentless Talk is a really cool opportunity for them. It has a local feel, but it's broadcast obviously on social media, which we know is like the way to reach the most people. And the more nonprofits can engage technology and embrace technology, I think the better they're going to be able to get their mission out to a wider audience. So it's been really fun for us to be a part of this. And we're really excited about what you're doing for not only those that kind of rose to the top for this specific project, but really all of them. You've gotten to know quite a bit of the organizations, and it's been really cool to be a part of it. So thank you.
Well, you bring up a really good point, is that as of this week, there's more than 12,000 views of the 14 interviews that we've done. And so for me, that's a win, because my first goal with this project was to create awareness around some really great work that's being done. We hear so much negativity in the media about what's not happening, especially with the shootings that have been happening at Walmart, and just things that are happening that just make you cringe every time you turn the television on. These charities are doing amazing things. And this is the first time that I've put this series on Relentless Talk Radio, and to have 11,000 views 16 weeks into the series, and it'll only grow over time, is really amazing. Creating collateral for these organizations to share with their email list and with their website people, and that's another piece of it, that nonprofits don't have the budget to create collateral, so that's been a big win. So I'm looking forward to doing the project again next year and seeing what comes from that project. I had a lot of lessons learned this time around. There always is every time you do a project. I'm putting that into the next time. But I want to thank you again for all of your help and for the amazing work that you're doing in Arizona. And I know you guys have a big conference this week. Tell me a little bit about that.
So next Thursday, or Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to have our statewide annual nonprofit conference, and we have more than 300 nonprofit professionals joining us each day. So it's going to be an amazing time, lots of great content, and really just a time to celebrate the entire sector and all the incredible work that all these organizations do. It's kind of nice to invest in them for 2 days when they're normally investing in all of us. So it'll be great.
Well, I'm just so impressed with you and with the organization. And thank you again. I hope you have a really great day. Thanks for taking time out for understanding the postponement this week.
No problem.
And have a great day. I look forward to doing more work with you in the future.
Thanks, Michelle. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye. All right, everybody. So up next is Angela Johnson. She's from Fabric, and she has an organization called Angela Johnson Designs. And so we're going to talk to her about her personal work up next on Relentless Talk Radio. Tune back in.